Good afternoon, CMIT parents. This is Mr. Field. I wanted to create a presentation to let you know about supporting your scholars with their math homework. Just because I wanted to provide clarity with what is needed to make sure that they're successful this year. And because I firmly believe that parent involvement is a game changer in the child's education. I have routinely seen that students that struggle the most often have a lower level of parent involvement, and honor students have a higher level. And so I'd like to change that data, at least with our school. So first things first, morning math will be continue to be offered every day, 6:30 to 8 a.m. for those that that works for. But also starting next week, we are going to have after school tutoring as well for math. We're going to mirror the same program as morning math, but it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3 to 5. And I'll send out a Google form. So if that works for your family and your scholar needs it, then you can sign up for that. It's free as usual, and we're working on getting some students from the high school to help out in the after school program, as well as teachers. So let's talk about parent involvement. There are 5 levels that your scholar could be at with regards to their math learning. And of course, level 0, no one wants to see a child at level 0, but it does happen. And if you know that your child is at level 0, that would mean they don't understand and they're not trying. So incomplete assignments, zeros in school max, that is level zeros are evidence of level 0. And if that is the case for your scholar, I would suggest that you reach out to the teacher and the grade level administrator right away to try to resolve that situation. But let's get a little more positive. Usually scholars start out at level 1, ready to learn, but not haven't learned yet because, just that's where we start, right? And so if your scholar is at level 1 after the lesson has been taught, that means they participated in the lesson, but they don't understand it yet. Then you can send them to tutoring opportunities. But if you know they're at level 1, send them with a plan. Make sure you know what you expect them to complete in tutoring. And then after tutoring, make sure you see the work that they've completed. Whether it's math that you remember from school or not, making sure that it's completed is very helpful. We're not asking you guys to, necessarily be the math teachers, but working alongside us and making sure that they are coming with a plan, completing that plan, and that we're on the same page is very helpful. And if they're at level 1, I would recommend checking with them every night until their level increases. Which brings us to level 2. Level 2 is the scholar that is starting to understand, but they're still making mistakes. So, when you look at their math solution, when their teacher looks at their math solution, we see things that are correct, but we also see mistakes. So their final answer is probably wrong, but they need to know that they aren't completely off. So if they're at level 2, that is a great time for them to come to tutoring and maybe even coming with their own plan. Maybe you could just check in with them once a week. So, it's all about, taking away the support as the scholar earns it, rather than just saying, go for it, and I'll check in with you at progress report time. If they're at level 1 or 2, that just doesn't work that well. So when they reach level 2, then checking in with them once a week, I think is an appropriate plan. Then hopefully they'll get to level 3. And when they get to level 3, that is the time when, first of all, their classwork is correct. So they're coming home with A's on their classwork, A's on their homework, and you can check when the grades are put into school max. And they should be good grades because the child's at level 3, which means they are getting things right. But I always communicate with my students that there's levels above level 3, above just getting everything right. Because at CMIT, we help each other, and that's level 4. So if you know that your child is one of the leaders in the class, they are helping other students with the math, well then, hey, they have earned just that check at progress report time and report card time. You could probably just check then and you'll see an A, because in class day to day, they are helping the teacher help the students, so that's a good situation there. And we like to give students those opportunities to help the others, because we know that gets them to level 4 and it gets the other ones up a level as well. And of course, there's one more level. If you recall, I mentioned 5 levels. Level 5 would be applying the math to real life. Especially my students, I usually am teaching the honors, higher level students. When you get to that level of math, they can say, when am I ever going to use this in real life? And so I love level 5 opportunities when they can see how to apply the math to real life, which is why I'm excited to be the STEM coordinator this year and talk about the connections between math, science, technology, and engineering so that they can see that. So if you know that your child is level 5, or you're told by the teacher, hey, they are level 5, they've been helping other students in the class, and they're showing evidence that they understand how the math can be applied to the real world, I would say celebrate their successes. Know they got an A in class, but look for those opportunities that they can use to apply their math learning. Maybe be on the math team, math counts, maybe joining robotics, or just reaching out to me, the STEM coordinator, for any opportunities that they have. I'm getting emails from NASA and other in this coding corporation that is partnering with Facebook coding engineers about opportunities that we can give our students to interface with real world professionals, doing math. And I would love to set them up with something that you think would fit. So I hope that this is helpful and that you know about the tutoring opportunities and the different levels of parent involvement based on your scholar's current success in math. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Email me at justin.field@pgcps.org, and we will make sure that your scholar is on plan for success this year. Thanks so much.